This is Stephen John Phillips. He's 64 from Mulberry. He has no criminal history. None. Zero. He's an optician for the Lakeland Eye Clinic on South Florida Avenue. Now, for those of you that use the Lakeland Eye Clinic on South Florida Avenue, they're very professional and do a really good job. However, Stephen John Phillips, when he's not busy helping people see better, he's not seeing too clearly himself. So this is Sunday morning about 10:55. Obviously, he needed to be in church instead of engaged in a road rage incident. But he was engaged in a road rage incident on Hardin Boulevard that went into Old Highway 37, which is in the southwest area of incorporated and unincorporated Polk County. Well, he was brake checking the victim, and they pulled up next to each other at a red light. And guess what? He pointed a gun at the victims, and there was a child in the victim's car. The victims went home. They had a photograph of his tag, had a photograph of him holding a gun and pointing it at them. Now, you can see this clearly with or without glasses. This optician should have known that this was going to be crystal clear to us. And I imagine some of my detectives or deputies, they get their glasses at the Lakeland Eye Clinic. So we go see Stephen John Phillips at his house. And when we arrive, he admits, yeah, I was involved in a little road rage incident. We said, well, what about when you committed an aggravated assault by pointing the gun? He said, I didn't point a gun at anyone. And we said, does this look familiar? Can you tell who this is with or without glasses? And he looked at it and he said, I believe that's me, and that's my gun. He said, I didn't know I pointed it high enough that they could see it. I was just protecting myself because I thought the victims pointed something at me. So Stephen John Phillips did the right thing, and he gave us his gun, and then we took him to jail, and it's Merry Christmas to you, John. You're arrested, and we provided to you for Christmas, for the first time in your life, felony criminal charges. No criminal history. I try to educate people. I try to coach people. I beg people, don't get involved in road rage. Just back off and leave the people alone, because it does not turn out well. So now we've got a professional man here, well-deserving, really earned these felony charges when he pointed a gun at a child in the car as well as the other two victims. The Christmas season is just beginning. It should be a time of joy and peace and happiness for your family and your fellow men and women. So keep this in mind. You can either behave, or you can spend Christmas with me at the county jail, because we're going to make sure that our 53-year crime rate low continues. Don't fight with people. Don't point guns at people, or you go to jail. You see what I mean?
What are your thoughts, Sheriff? I assume that the optical is not operational or operating on very different sort of circumstances right now. What are your thoughts for the other employees there who depended on him to keep this place going?
Well, he's an optician in a very large clinic, and I can tell you,
So
it's a big clinic, and Lakeland Eye Clinic is very professional and wonderful people. I'm disappointed in him, to say the least, but he's got problems. He's got real problems, and people don't understand that. In a moment of anger and rage, they can change their life forever by doing something stupid. This is what we call stupid. Stupid with a capital S. Stupid at Christmas time. You know, even the Grinch says, come on, man, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind?
When it comes to this family, they have a 3-year-old in the car. What are your thoughts for them thinking that you might have been about to shoot at them or the child?
Well, I'm blessed. We're blessed. They're blessed. We're all fortunate that he didn't shoot, that no one shot. I mean, I've seen incidents where somebody points a gun like this and he didn't pull the trigger, so maybe he had absolutely no intentions of pulling the trigger. So what happened if the other people had raised their gun up and killed him? How would that have worked for his family on Christmas? I can assure you of one thing. He knew better, and he shouldn't have pointed this gun, and the baby Jesus ain't happy.